How we doing, everybody? It is Dommy for Who-Bangin Sports Talk. It is a Sunday. It is February 23rd. We are back with a few picks. I got a 3-pack for you. I know I'm starting a little late like I do on the weekends, but it is a Sunday. But I got 3 quick ones for you. We'll get you out of here. One game starts at 1 o'clock. Give you time to put this game in. Like I said, 3-pack. 2 of them are from the Horizon League, 1 from the Big Ten. Let's go with the first one. IU Indy at North Kentucky. Like I said, this is a 1 p.m. tip. I took the under 147.5 minus 110. I'll tell you, I would take this down 3 or 4 points. I didn't see what it was right before I came on. I took this bet around 8 a.m. this morning on the East Coast with Bet Rivers. I would take this down to a 142.5. I think this game goes way under the number. You know, this matchup, we got 2 similar teams. IU is 9-19 overall, 5-12 in their conference. They're number 9 ranked in their conference out of the 11 teams. They're ranked number 9, so they haven't fared well at all. Their adjusted tempo is up there, ranked 290 in the nation. And add to that, they're almost number 300. I forgot the number. It was on the high 290s again in total possessions per game. So they're slow. And they don't have too many possessions in that being that slow, so which is pretty obvious. So right there, that's one reason why I went towards the under. And if you guys have been watching me lately, I've been on a lot of unders lately, and faring pretty good with them. But I have been just sometimes just the way you cap and stuff, the way you look at things brings you towards different markets. And I'm sure our old friend OG Lowberger, Nolly Knowles, would be proud of me for betting all these unders and not doing too bad with them either. So anyhow, IU Indy is on the road playing North Kentucky. North Kentucky is ranked number 7 in their conference. Like I said, they're pretty similar. They're 13-15 overall, 8-9 in their conference. So they played a little better in their conference. At least they got 8 wins there. Their adjusted tempo was 280. Add to that, they're number 270 in points per possession. So IU Indy is 290 in possessions per game. North Kentucky is 270th in points per possession. They're also 270th in 3-point shooting percentage. They're shooting at a 31, almost 32%, which is not a great 3-point shot shooting percentage at home. On the road, you want to try to be around 35% when you're looking at these teams. You have some confidence in a team if they're in that 34-35%. So if they go a little better, for that game, you're up in the 37-38. But on the road, if a team could stick to that 33%, 34 or 35%, that's a good road number. Not here with North Kentucky. So that's another reason that pointed me towards the under. Another reason is I like this under is North Kentucky's defense. That's where they are good. They shine a little bit in creating turnovers. They're ranked 43rd in the nation in creating turnovers. So that's a pretty good defense. So that formula has been working for me. When I've using the points per possession and possessions per game, things like that. Add to that, one team is very good at creating turnovers. That's going to stop some runs by IU. That's why I took the under 147.5 minus 110. I got that one at Bet Rivers. Next game is 1:30 p.m. Big Ten action. Purdue at Indy. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be on this game. It's probably the biggest game for the TV today. I do have a couple other bets that I like today, but I only did 3 breakdowns for you. This game is another game I like the under, but I kind of like Purdue also. It's not the official play yet for the Purdue, but I did see the minus 3.5. I like them. I was hoping that maybe there'd be some Indy money coming in. We can get them at the 3 or the 2.5, but that's not such a bad way to go either. But I do like this under 150.5. I got it minus 107 on Bet Online. This opened up at 151.5. I would take this down to 147.5. Probably not too much, not really under that. But I would take this 150.5 down 2 points, 3 points if I had to. Purdue's ranked number 4 in their conference. There's 16 teams in the Big Ten. They're 19-8 overall. They're 11-5 in the conference. They're not the fastest team. They never have been the fastest team. They have an adjusted tempo at 285, but they are a decent 3-point shooting team and 2-point shooting team. Even though they play slow, they are pretty efficient in those possessions. They are ranked over 330 in the nation in possessions per game when they're on the road. So on the road, they're even slower. Their tempo is slow. Their pace overall isn't great. When they're on the road, it gets worse. Number 330. So there's only, 35, 36 teams worse than them in possessions per game. And then on the road also, what's good about Purdue, so there's something bad about them on the road, something good on the road. That's their defense. They step up in their defense. They're holding teams shooting the three, and Indy's knows that that's their game today to try to get their threes off. Purdue's 3-point shot percentage defense is ranked 38th in the nation. So, I like that's another reason why I like the under 150. Indy number 11 in the conference. So that's about it. Out of 16 teams, they're ranked 11th. They're 15-11 overall. They're 6-9 in the conference. They play a little quicker. Indy, they get up the court pretty quick. They try to get that ball off in that 20-second area, 15 to 20-second area in the shot clock. Their adjusted tempo is 128. So they do play faster, but they have issues shooting the three. They're ranked 288th in 3-point percentage, and they're ranked number 136 in points per possession. So their points possession isn't bad efficiency-wise, but they play slow. I think Purdue can defend them well. Indy does not defend the three well. They're ranked 292 defending the three overall. They're shooting the three overall. They're ranked 292, where Purdue's defense is number 36. When it comes to 3-point shooting for Purdue, they're ranked number 26 in 3-point percentage overall. And Indy's ranked over 109, so which isn't bad at all, which is good, but not against a team that's ranked 26. So another thing about Purdue, their 2-point percentage, they're ranked number 27. And Indy's defending the 2-point was 169. So you see some discrepancies there. That does show a reason why you might want to take Purdue if we get them in that 3-point area. 3.5. If it goes up, if people bet the Purdue before the game, then no. But if we can get a 2.5 or a 3, I wouldn't mind taking Purdue or throw their money line in a parlay. So, but I like this on the 150.5 minus 107. That was game 2. Let's go with game 3. I'll get you guys out of here. Horizon League again, like the first game. This one's a 3 p.m. game. Cleveland State at Oakland. Basically both teams are slow pace. Cleveland's a little bit more efficiently offensively. They do defend. They do defend really well. Cleveland. They do get a lot of turnovers. And Oakland is the opposite. They don't shoot the three well or defend it well. Cleveland's number 1 in the Horizon League. They're 19-9, 13-4. So they've won 13 times conference play. Their adjusted tempo, another team that doesn't play too fast. We had a lot of those today. Ranked 263. But like I said, Cleveland plays slow, but they are efficient. When they're on the road, they shoot the three over 36%, and they make over 36% of the threes that they take. So that's a nice percentage right there. So they make it almost 4 out of their 10 3-point shots. Defensively, they're ranked 9th in turnovers, 4th. So Cleveland State on the road shoots the three well. On the road, they turn over the ball defensively, and on an offense. And this is what I love about taking a team on their side team, especially when you get a couple points. If I didn't mention, I took Cleveland State plus 3.5, minus 115. That's because they're a good offensive rebounding team. And we know the offensive rebounds creates more points. Nothing better than that. And this number is, you don't see numbers like this too often. Cleveland State grabs almost 40% of their missed shots. So they're getting back the rebound on 40, like again, 4 out of 10. they're getting their rebound, and second chance shots add to points, and a lot of times that's going to be the reason why we'll cover a game, especially when we're getting a couple points as a dog. Oakland's the hometown team. They're ranked number 6 in the conference. They're 12-16 overall. They're 9-8 in the conference. Their adjusted tempo, I mentioned Cleveland's is 263. Well, Oakland's slower. They're ranked 350th. So, so you got a slow team with a slower team, against them. Add to that, Oakland, when shooting the three, is ranked number 355 in the nation. Their 3-point shooting percentage is 29%, and now they're home with a percentage like that. That is not great. And when defending the three, which Cleveland State isn't so bad at, they're number 342. So Oakland's one of the worst teams in the nation in defending the three and in shooting their own threes. So even getting the shots off, they don't get them off even as far as so making them is hard when you can't even get them off, right? So anyway, I like Cleveland State. I like Cleveland State a lot. This opened up at 2.5. It went to 3.5. Like I talk about all the time. A line ain't gonna make me, if the line goes against me, and I still like the game, that's not a reason why I'm getting off the game. So that's just the way I play. But that's what I took. That's what I got for you guys for a Sunday. The 3-pack is the 3-pack. There's the other paper. Don't run away from me yet. IU Indy at North Kentucky. We have North Kentucky under 147.5 minus 110. That's the 1 p.m. game. The 1:30 game is Purdue at Indy. We have this game under 150.5 minus 107. And like I said, Purdue, if you get a -3, -2.5, I would recommend a play on them. And our last game, another Horizon League game, 3 p.m. Cleveland State plus 3.5. That was -115. So that's what I got for you guys today. We will be back during the week with our daily bangers. We will be back. I'll try to come and get a couple more shows in during the week. When I see some games I like, we put them out there. If you don't see any plays out for the day, it's because we didn't bet any plays. We don't put out what we don't bet. So that's the way it goes. And we will be back next Saturday for We Got Next. Try to see if we go 5 weeks in a row with a profit. And that's at 11 a.m. on the East Coast. Myself and the legend DJ Big Boss. Keep tuned to Who-Bangin Sports Talk during the week. We're going to have a nice big announcement for you within the next day or two. We've been putting together what we want to like to think is going to be the biggest reunion in low bag nation history. Who-Bangin Sports Talk is going to be sponsoring a nice get together, but we'll talk about that during the week. We're going to give you guys plenty of time to jump on board. It's for anyone who wants to come and join us. You guys will have a good time hanging out with us, that's for sure. But we'll talk about that more during the week. Anyway, let me get out of here. My name is Dommy Ricci. I will be back, like I said, during the week. Thanks for coming in.